My name is Varun Ramachandran, also known as the Jack. So today I'm going to talk about something that's threatening the world that we live in. So the first thing is about a game called as Blue Whale. I've heard a lot of people are committing suicide all over the world, but something that's even more threatening than the Blue Whale game is most of you guys might have guessed it already. I'm going to talk about the Saraha app. So what is this app and why is it so threatening and why is it so dangerous to in today's society? So what is this app? So this app is developed in Saudi, and from Arabic it translates to honesty. So Saraha translates to honesty in English. So how do we use it? All that you need to do is go to Play Store, download this app, or you do have websites where you can go and log in without downloading an app. And then what happens is people send out links of their profile and people start writing feedbacks, if they have some opinion about them and all that. Amazing, sounds really nice. But the world that we live is not the way we want it to be or assume it to be. So what's happening and why is this dangerous? Just an app, all that you need to do is just send out links and people start giving you feedback and their opinion or constructive feedback. So I was talking to a couple of my friends recently and they did download this app and shared the link everywhere, WhatsApp, Facebook. And initially it was nice. They were getting good messages, constructive feedbacks, people, appreciating them, people revealing the love for them and all that. So it was nice. But then what later shocked them as well as me when I got to know that was they were threatened of rape and abusive messages, obscene messages, and it kept flooding. And mind you, the link was shared only with friends and no one else. A lot of people out there might, have this point. All that I'm doing is I'm downloading this app and I'm sharing it with my friends, my family. And I mean, what's the point? I just want to know what they think about me because end of the day, I want to be a better person and I want to, you know, uh, take their feedback, amazing, appreciate it. But very recently, I did a survey. I came up with a women's safety video, and I, sat and I did some analysis of what exactly is happening and how and where do we stand when it comes to women's safety. Out of 100 cases, 90 to 95 rape cases, molestation cases are done by close relatives, family, and family, friends, and our acquaintances. So even today's news, I just saw that a 4-year-old was raped by the very own house owner of the child. So that's the kind of society that we live in. Anything, I mean, you can do this. You don't have to do a big research. Whenever you find a rape or a molestation case, all that you need to do is just open the newspaper and just read it, and you'll find it should be one of the family relatives, one of our neighbors, or someone whom we trust and whom we know for a very long time. So what we're doing, we're sending out, links. So we're creating a platform for people to not just give opinions about how we are living our lives, but also you're giving them the authority and you're also providing with the mask so that they can come abuse you, threaten you of rape and whatnot. And this is not just for girls, even for guys. You might be someone who's just started doing something unique or something different. You just started singing, you just started dancing, or you started doing some dub smash or whatever it might be, and you're sending out these links and asking for people's opinion. And what they do, let me be very honest and frank with you, out of 8 out of 10 people that I meet on a daily basis don't like me, and 6 out of those 8 people don't like what I'm doing. They don't want me to succeed. And to go a little more further, 2 out of those 8 people would celebrate my death. And I'm being honest, and this is how it is with almost everyone. When you're doing something different, people don't like you. When you're excelling in your life, people don't like you. When you're moving ahead in your life, people don't like you. So when do people like you? People like you when you're a slave, when you're spineless, when you can't stand for yourself, when you say yes for everything that they ask you. So that's the kind of world that we live in. So I mean, do you really need another person's opinion for you to really grow in your life, or do you need someone to come and correct you the way you're living? So, yes, it's an amazing concept, people giving feedback anonymously. But okay, if you really want feedback, I have a solution. If you feel you want to, be a better person, you want to develop as a better individual. So now imagine yourself, you're met with a very bad accident and you're hospitalized. So the doctors treating you have given up. There are no hopes. You have multiple organ failures, and there's no way you're going to live, but you're going to succumb to the injuries. Now the doctor gives you 24 hours of time, and you have your parents right there. So the doctors tell your parents, go and inform your relatives and friends that, this person will not survive. So imagine who are the ones who are going to be there to say goodbye to you, right? Who's going to come and say, hey, don't worry, I'm there, I will take care of all the expenses. You don't worry, you're going to be all right. People who will be crying for you, people who will weep, people who will, show the grief, and people who want you to remain on this planet Earth. So walk up to those people and ask them for feedback. Um, such people are the ones where you need to actually ask for feedback. We ask the world for opinion, for their advice, but what we tend to forget is our loved ones. You walk up to your parents, walk up to your spouse, walk up to your kids, sit with them and ask them, where is that, I need to change, or where is that you feel I can do better. So they are the ones who will give you honest feedback. That is Saraha, and not the Saraha is within, the close people, who will come and cry for you whilst you are on your deathbed. They are the ones whom you need to actually ask for feedback. And anyone who has interest in you will walk up to you and say, hey, you know what, that's not the right way of doing things. That was not the right attitude. It looks like you need to tweak it a little bit. So they are the ones you need to ask for feedback, and not random people out there on all social networking sites. Because as I mentioned earlier, if you have 10 people in your life, 8 of them don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to do things different. They don't want you to be different from what the world actually, stereotypes. Don't be a gullible. Don't be the rat which followed a bagpiper and succumb to the music. But don't go with the masses. Whenever you have a bunch of people moving towards something, stop yourself, ask yourself that rational questions. Why am I doing this? Why am I following people? Because you are unique. Out of 7 billion people that we are on the planet, you are different. Your DNA is different. You're unique. So don't go out asking for people's opinion. Live your life the way you want to. You don't need another person to say what you have to do. And if you really want someone to do that for you, let it be, those sort of people, when you are at your deathbed, will come and cry for you. So yes, be smart and do things wisely. And signing off, if you like this video, please share it with your friends. And until next time, the Jack Varun Ramachandran.